Hey guys, well, we also welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the next 7 days for Scorpio placements. So if you have Scorpio as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know about myself, the reading or the channel can be found in the description box below. So guys, we're still currently in your birthday season as I go to film and post of this reading. So happy birthday Scorpio, or happy belated birthday to you if you already had of your birthday. Wishing you so much abundance, prosperity and blessings, and sending love and light your way, okay? So we're going to get into your read. This is the Modern Witch Tarot deck that we're using today. So, Angels of Love and Light, could we please have clear and concise messages for Scorpio placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury and North Node? What do they need to know for the current energies for the next 7 days from whenever they come across this reading? What do they need to know, please and thank you? What do they need to know, please and thank you? 2 more shuffles and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your reading. So thank you for bearing with me, guys. I really appreciate it. So what's going on for Scorpio? What's going on for Scorpio? Oh, okay. So that really wanted to be seen. What's going on here? 8 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the 9 of Swords. Guys, why do you feel like your hard work's not going to pay off? You have been working tirelessly to get something off the ground or to have something move forward here. I'm even getting a little bit of analysis paralysis. There's been a lot of sleepless nights and worry about trying to make something or create of something and for it and wishing for it to be perfect. So I'm getting perfectionist tendencies could be something that you are currently working on, or that could be something you're currently dealing with here. But I'm getting this sense that there's something that means a lot to you that you're working on as of right now, or that you plan to work on, but you're either worried that it's not going to have, I'm hearing the reception that you think and feel and hope and believe that actually deep down that it will do, right? So there's some sort of fear or doubt that's cropping up for you. I feel wholeheartedly, actually, you do know that this is going to work out very well for you. But then in the same instance, you have the odd moment of like, but what if this happens? Or if this doesn't run smoothly? Or I wonder if I'm not going to have as many orders I just heard. Or I wonder whether I have everything all together that I need. Whether I'm getting somebody working on a particular goal here. Or maybe you have a deadline coming up and you're trying to meet a certain deadline here and it's just been very stressful, and so therefore you may not be getting as much sleep because you can't rest, because as soon as your head hits the pillow, it's like 101 things come through and pop into your head and you're like, oh, you know, I got to write this down, or I got to do this, or I got to do that, I got to sort this out, or this has to be organized, or I have to contact so and so, and I need to write this email, and I need to, all of this, you know what I mean, guys? So there's a sense of things maybe feeling quite hectic at the moment, or they have been, right? 444 just come up on my timer, and you may be having difficulty in resting, right? Because there could be a particular deadline, or it's like there's something about you feeling time is running out to do of something. I'm hearing it's crunch time. And no, not crunch time as in sitting down to have lunch, right? Maybe sometimes actually you end up eating at your desk, okay? Or like having food with you and you're still continuing to work. So you may not even be giving yourself proper breaks here. It's like I'm getting the sense of hyper focus on something right now. And it's like, you know, when someone has had too much caffeine and it's like too much coffee or too many energy drinks and they're literally like kind of buzzing out like a lot here. Because it's a sense of like having so much to get on with and feeling like the only way to get on and do all of these things if just to kind of, you know, drink a load of drinks here that are very caffeinated to keep you going. So I'm getting like working maybe throughout the night, or maybe you have difficulty with working throughout the day, so therefore you work at night so that you actually get a bit of peace and quiet, because you may not necessarily like it when, you know, everyone's about doing of their business. I'm getting something to do with noise, okay? So, but then there's the sense of frustration, because it's like, you may find that you're a night owl, for instance, rather than an early bird, okay? I'm getting that vibe. But then there's a sense of like still not necessarily getting enough sleep, or when you do eventually get sleep, it's not necessarily like a deep sleep. So you don't feel like you're kind of getting what it is that you need here to be able to make a certain decisions. Like you may forget of certain things that are coming up, or lose track of timing, so therefore you're running late for something, or to meet with someone, or to complete of something, because it's like something else has just taken over for you. That's been a predominant focus. And you've put in so much to do with this. It's like you're forgetting about everything else and then realizing last minute that you have to do this, that, and the third, and that's what's actually stressing you out. Or actually, it could be just the sense of like, the only real peace that you get is when you're working on whatever it is that's really deemed to be important for you. Like you have this, I'm getting like a special interest in something, but it could be like a hobby or a creative pursuit, or like a side hustle here. And yet, you know, you may have a full-time job potentially, but you know, your work environment to do with this job is stressing you out, and you only get that sense of peace and relief when you're working on something for yourself. But then it's like you're having difficulty with balancing of the two, or doing what you need to do in order to kind of be able to accommodate for both things, if you get what I mean, right? But your hard work is paying off. Like there's something about you getting a break, and it is coming through for you. But you may fear, like, because something has taken such a long time and it's not necessarily producing of the results, or you're not necessarily getting the outcome as of yet, you may feel like something has been wasted. Like, wow, I'm hearing my money, my time, my energy, my resources. I feel like there's been a lot of investment to do with something, like a particular project that means a lot to you. But there's this sense of worry that it's not going to work out. But I'm hearing everything's going to go according to plan, and it's going to work out better than you think and feel that you are expecting, or were expecting, I'm hearing. I'm getting that sense of practice making perfect. And now I'm hearing perfect practice makes perfect. So I don't know which necessarily what saying it is, but I'm getting something to do with preparation. You may have been in a preparation stage for quite some time, like you've been doing of something years in the making. And then it's like you're hoping, I'm hearing that you're hoping that this is going to not be all for nothing. And you know this, you know that it's not all for nothing, but you could be worrying. Maybe your finances are not quite where they used to be, or there's been some sort of hit to do with your finances. They may be less than what they have been in the past. So you're hoping something's turning around for you. Two of Cups with Judgment, Sagittarius energy. I'm hearing, oh gosh, confirmation burp, sorry. 1010 just come up on my timer as I did that. How funny, right? So you're closing out a cycle with 1010 and a new cycle's coming in. But you keep considering what if. So I feel like there's something to do with a partnership here. Not necessarily romantic, like a business partnership with someone. You're worried about this collaboration with this person for some reason. Like they're not going to see the value in what it is that you're bringing to the table. Or they're not going to really fully understand the concept of what it is that you're producing or creating as of right now. But I'm hearing the right people will be drawn to you. the right people will be drawn to you. Whoever you're meant to work with or collaborate with or build with here, they're going to be sent to you, I'm hearing. They will find you. Your people will find you. 1111 now just come up on my timer. So I am getting this sense of feeling like you may have been somebody. Okay, right. So you may have been somebody here who has put some work out there for people to see. And you've had a few people make some sort of comments, right? And obviously they could be keeping you up at night because you're like, well, are they right? Is this really how this is coming across as? And I feel like you know that not to be true with whatever these people are saying, especially if it's something to do with like criticism here or judgment or being critical about whatever it is that you're doing or producing or creating, in regards to some sort of work or a hobby or a side hustle here. And I feel like you're just minding your own business, but you may have people around that are kind of putting their nose in, if you know what I mean, right? Putting their nose in places where it shouldn't be, right? That's exactly what I just heard. And maybe you've kind of pondered over a few things of these comments that these people have said. But actually, I feel like you shouldn't be giving it any mind, any energy whatsoever. Because I feel like you know of your own truth with what it is that you've been doing or you've been creating. I'm hearing it's far better than you think and feel and realise, but also it's actually a lot more appreciated and valued than whoever is saying of these particular things towards you. So I feel like you should just, on some level here, I'm not like I'm telling you what to do or anything. Obviously, I don't want to do that. Obviously, you know. But what I'm getting is like water off a duck's back. The only reason people make certain comments here is literally because they either wish that they were doing something like this for themselves, or they had the courage to do something like this, or the bravery, or they'll say, oh, I just don't have the time. We all have the same amount of time on this planet, right? In regards to the sense of 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But your priorities are different from whoever else's. And so therefore, you've made time with whatever this is. And I feel like you're actually going to be really rewarded here with this work that you've been putting out there, but in regards to yourself as well. I feel like you've come a long way in regards to your own personal journey and healing. And also taking into consideration like the interactions or lack of around with others here. Like, I feel like you have a lot of emotional intelligence. You're coming across as somebody very mature. There were people who are hoping to say of certain things about you or about whatever it is that you're doing to keep you in a position and place whereby you're paying too much attention to them and not enough attention onto whatever else this thing is, so that you would then potentially give up on the idea or not feel like it's worthwhile carrying on and pursuing. And that's exactly what they would want from that particular outcome. But I feel like you're very determined here. And you're persevering and carrying on regardless. Like, I'm getting somebody that has this tunnel vision. You have this vision of what it is that you're wanting to do or bring in and for how it's to go. And I feel like as much as anybody else could potentially come through and deter you from what it is that you're doing, you're not allowing them to do so. Or if they are saying of something, you're very politely, in a very fairly diplomatic, unrude way of putting them in their place and then they're kind of feeling stressed about it. And the reason they're feeling stressed about it is because basically, oh gosh, right. I just heard that basically these people are not able to sleep because I'm getting something to do with spirit coming through in their dreams or doing of certain things here, and it's making them feel paranoid. I'm getting something to do with karma, like you're somebody who's bringing instant karma to individuals and you may not even realize of it. You could be blissfully unaware. And these people, if they were saying of anything or do of anything to try to jeopardize whatever it is that you're doing or whatever, it's like instant karma for all these people. I'm getting something to do with like somebody waking up in the middle of the night after having this nightmare or having these night sweats or kind of insomnia, like stressing the F out because they're like, oh my gosh, what was that? Like, I'm getting something to do with like a flickering light or some sort of paranormal activity that somebody may have experienced here, to kind of let this person or these people know, right? I'm hearing don't mess with our... Oh gosh, don't mess with our chosen one. Don't mess with don't mess with our chosen one, right? And now I'm hearing now these other people or whatever are not even going to think twice. Like they've just gone completely off the idea. Like it's like they're getting this reinstated to them, reinforced to them that you're the one that has the spiritual realms kind of back here, if you know what I mean, right? They're the ones kind of supporting, and I'm hearing good mates with you, right? Rather than the other way around. Very, very fascinating, guys. This is very unusual messages that are coming through. So please bear with me. It's a general reading, so only take we feel resonates and leave the rest. That really wanted to come through. 6 of Wands. Yeah, you're coming out on top. So whatever it is that you're doing or you're working on, there will be victory and success, and you will be gaining reward and recognition. So I feel like you haven't actually got to worry about it. Yeah, you're going to be set. Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know, you see how this queen is holding of this pentacle? They're more than taken care of. So I feel like your hard work is paying off. Everything that you have done in the past up until this point, or whatever you're working on now, is going to do very well for you. Interesting. So what else is going on for Scorpio? This is a general reading. Please only take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. And please use your own sense of discernment with the messages and not force them to fit, please. And thank you. What's going on for Scorpio? Feel the Sun, Leo energy, and the High Priestess. Wow. See, you intuitively know that everything's going to work out all right in the end for you. You already know. And what did I say? What did I say earlier about spirit? I was like, against, like, to those other people who are energies, whatever, trying to mess with you, don't mess with them. They're a chosen one. They're in the light. They're family, right? Don't you dare mess with our child. I'm hearing, wow. So, yeah. And I feel you have a lot of really amazing things coming through for you. Wow. Oh my gosh, Pluto coming through with a tower. I believe it's Pluto energy. Aries, Scorpio, there you are. Oh my gosh. Look at this. This is crazy. Look, it's like the universe is so incredibly protective of you. Like God, source, your angels, whoever you resonate with. Goodness me. It's like, if anybody is to do of anything against you, right? More warn them, because they'll end up being like these people falling out of this tower, right? And that doesn't look that pretty. But look at you sitting here all rosy, as if nothing is kind of getting to you or bothering you or whatever, right? Whew. So yeah, I feel like you have a lot of protection. Yeah, look at this with the Eight of Wands. I'm hearing you dare say of anything like this or try and send this type of energy this person's way, then expect the consequences. And I'm hearing it's definitely going to backfire on you, mate. That's what I heard. I'm hearing you can try and go against them, and will, to a certain extent, we may even let you. But if you do off this and this person, and they stay in their power, they stay in their own sense of sovereignty, and they're very cool and calm, collected, not reactive or what have you towards you or inflict of anything on you, and they are staying in this light, then I'm getting like it's like a return to sender. It's only going to go back and backfire on them even more so. Yeah, look at this. It's going to bounce off you and then come back to them. Like, you're unharmed here, unfazed. Wow. The synchronicity is here is crazy. Because that you're going through unscathed here with the Fool. And you know, you see how unbothered this person is, how happy, how content they are, like happy-go-lucky, right? This is what you're going into, a beautiful new cycle in your life. Okay? Aries energy is significant. What else is going on for Scorpio? Please and thank you. Yes, Six of Swords. Another card indicating how you're moving into calmer waters, right? And that you've got spiritual allies. I mean, it is just so prominent in this reading that you are incredibly supported and protected. With the Tower. You're being moved out of harm's way. No harm is going to be coming towards you, right? And these others are going to be looking in frustration as you're getting off into this boat and moving on elsewhere into paradise with whatever it is that you've got coming up next in your journey. And then they're going to portray themselves to be the victim when actually you most likely were the victim, right? But you're not seen as a victim and you don't see yourself as a victim. But I'm getting that. Judgment, Three of Pentacles and the Strength card. Another angel coming through with this. Oh my gosh, with the Seven of Swords. Look. It's like you have reinforcements coming through for you in the 3D, in your earthly existence, that are there to protect you from anything or anyone that is trying to do of anything shady against you and try to take your blessings away from you here with that Star energy and the Queen of Cups, which is you there, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. If somebody tried to, dare I say it, destiny swap with you, I'm hearing, well, they failed miserably and you can't do that anyway. So I'm hearing it's pointless even trying, especially if you're coming across as somebody that's chosen here, right? Like an earth angel, I'm hearing. A star seed, a light worker, a healer. Again, the Tower coming through. Wow. What else is going on for Scorpio, please and thank you? Page of Wands, you have great news coming your way. Very exciting times ahead, which is evidently clear here where we have the Sun, right? What else is going on for Scorpio, please and thank you? Six of Pentacles. Something you're doing is about to pay off massively. As I say that, there's your energy with the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There is definitely some sort of offer or an opportunity to travel even. Maybe for work. Or there's something to do with business international business, I'm hearing, right? Yeah, communication here with the Page of Swords. There's something to do with phone calls, emails. I'm getting technology use. I'm getting social media. So like DMs, that type of thing. Somebody could be getting in contact with you soon to do with a proposal or a partnership. Could be business related. Or could be work related, for you to collaborate with somebody on a project, potentially. Or there is just somebody who's actually really wanting to talk to you about the prospect of working with them. If you're somebody who's self-employed, but working with somebody else to do with a collaboration, or maybe something to do with selling, I don't know. Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles. Something that could assist you with bringing in another stream of income. What else is going on here for Scorpio, please and thank you? Strength card, Leo energy, with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely not someone who's going to be easily pushed around, right? So if somebody feels like they could come through and take advantage because they see you on your own working on something, I'm hearing more fool them. They're going to get a bit of a shock. Because if anybody was to come through, and I'm hearing dodgy dealing. So if anybody was to come through to try to initiate or start off of something and it was a bit dodgy, like there's something sneaky or underhanded, or there isn't the full transparency about whatever this is, like somebody's not being completely upfront or 100 with you with, I'm hearing something to do with a contract, or I'm getting they're saying something along the lines of, yeah, oh, it's going to be a 50-50 split, but then it's actually more of like an 80-20 to them. And either you're going to find out about this very intuitively here, receiving signs, synchronicities, messages in your dreams, or there's going to be something coming through where there's like a third party external force doing of something that may end up communicating, reaching out to you to say that this is something that's not following through or working out anymore because somebody's no longer available because they're tied up in a situation. And so therefore that's why something may have fell flat and you're not working with that individual anymore, even though something may have not been brought to light completely. Very interesting. Yeah, with the Wheel of Fortune, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio and Aquarius. What did I say about like karma coming back around and biting people on the butt if they don't do things right by you? Because you have a load of good karma coming your way very quickly with the Knight of Swords. It's like instant. With the King of Cups, there's your energy, Scorpio. So people gotta be careful. I'm hearing, wow, that's something I've never said in my life. I was hearing, they better check themselves before they wreck themselves. That is actually crazy. I have no idea where that's actually from. It sounds like it's something from a movie or a film, right? They better check themselves before they wreck themselves. I have no idea. It sounds like something you would say, like it's a bit of a throwback. I have no idea what it's from or who says of this, but it came through, guys. They better check themselves before they wreck themselves with judgment, because Judgment Day is here for them. Oh gosh, that is crazy. Anyway, guys, this reading feels a little bit random, I'm not gonna lie. But everything that is said, that's done, even if it's by supposed mistake or not, it's not really a mistake. It's just not even a coincidence. There's always information or something that can be showcased in a reading when certain things come up. They could be little confirmations for somebody, synchronicities, what have you, right? So guys, I want to get a few more cards and dive on deeper here about what's going on for Scorpio. Knight of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Three of Cups, beautiful. Justice, Libra energy. What were we talking about, that karma? Oh gosh, Four of Swords. Eight of Pentacles, so that's come out again. Eight of Swords. One more. Empress, Taurus, Libra energy, and Divine Feminine may be significant. With the Ace of Swords, wow. Ten of Swords and the Queen of Cups, there's you. So guys, you're closing out a huge cycle and you're coming through in new energy. Some of you may be creatively inspired to start off something brand new. Or you're being guided to revisit something from before. But you may have not had the possibility of working on that particular thing, and so therefore it's coming back up for you again so that you can not get sidetracked by a load of other things and you can predominantly focus on whatever this is. If you've been dealing with a legal situation, I feel like things are going to work out very well in your favour. The judgment ruling in your favour. And you're finally going to, I'm hearing, receive some sort of respite from whatever this is. I feel like there's some very important documentation or paperwork on the way to you for you to sign. Just make sure you go through the fine print or have somebody with you to go through of it to double check with the details so that there's nothing missed before you kind of have it all signed, sealed and delivered, and then you can celebrate with completing whatever this is. Some of you may have had an accident at work. And so therefore, something happened to do with, oh, I just heard apparatus, equipment, apparatus, something to do with work. There may have been a need for surgery. You may have just been, you know, at work here and something happened whereby your attention was taken off of something for a very split second. But I feel like this is not something that you've just learned. I feel like this is something that you've done for a while. And so therefore others weren't necessarily concerned about coming through and asking you to do something or talk to you about something. But it's like something had occurred and you just for a split second took your mind off of whatever it was that you were doing, or there was something that happened, you know, out of nowhere. I'm seeing something falling. Did something fall on somebody? Okay, I'm getting... Oh, right. I'm getting something to do with health and safety. I'm getting something to do with construction, like health and safety. Like something to do with certain safety measures weren't taken, or there wasn't precaution to do with this, or there wasn't the appropriate signage on or posting of information, making it aware for individuals. And so therefore... there was an incident that took place and there could have been like a work tribunal or something. Or there's a sense of having an argument to do with sick pay. Or I'm even picking up on... Even if it's nothing as drastic as any of that, like you're having to go back and look through your taxes or your paychecks to make sure that you've actually been paid the right amount, the correct amount, because there may have been extra concerns of certain debts or bills that are coming up, and you may have felt like you were going to be okay, but you've been stressed out, and then you've had to make sure you get some sort of clarity in regards to going through your paperwork to do with your, I heard a self-assessment for your taxes could be significant as well, if not necessarily with an employee, like you've had to talk to somebody here. I'm hearing head of payroll. Or there was an issue that you may have potentially brought up to HR in a company about a group of individuals, and they could have been pretty difficult to deal with, a bit hostile in the workplace, and you were hoping that there was going to be some sort of peaceful resolution in regards to this, but it ended up making you look like the bad guy, but you just weren't tolerant of somebody mistreating you, and it's leaving you stressed here, because obviously you're not deserving of ill treatment. Like, everything, if you're working, you just want to go there, do your job, and that's it, like, and have everything as it should be, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be that you're all happy families or anything like that. It's just a sense of somebody or group of people were doing things here, and it might have been a very difficult or uncomfortable work environment for you, and you've been in your feelings about it. Maybe you'd be like, oh, am I overthinking this, or am I overanalyzing this? I wonder, did they really say what they mean, or did they mean to do this? Or, and then you've kind of been stuck in your head as being unsure. But I feel like now you're getting clarity of how these people were conducting themselves and why they were doing it. Or if you did go to HR about something with someone, you're realizing that was like the next step. That was somebody advised you to maybe go to HR to speak to somebody to get this issue off of your chest and relay the facts of a situation, to showcase the sense of injustice. And then it's like HR were helping the employer rather than you, the employee. And so you may have been very disheartened and upset about this, because it's a sense of like, well, what's the point of going forward to broach a subject which obviously is just going to be avoided or ignored? And then you're feeling like you're unseen here, like you're invisible, and then trying to figure out what your next steps are. And I'm also getting something to do with an unfair dismissal as well at work. Or there's somebody close to you that's who's dealt with something like this. Gosh, guys, so many messages are coming through. So, okay, this is also going to sound really random, but I don't feel like it's actually that random. Some of you are going to court, and you may even be taking your family to court, or like a parent or a guardian or somebody. Or there could be the mother or father of your child or children, if you have children. I'm getting something to do with custody, like there's been potentially a custody battle. There's a sense of wondering as to how something is going to go in regards to this. Or there's been disagreements or upset to do with a will left by a family member who's passed. Somebody may be upset that they don't have the same as you, like they don't feel like it's fair, that you haven't, it's not been split equally between you and maybe other siblings or something along these lines. So somebody's got I'm hearing, oh, wow, I just heard, I've got a bone to pick with you. So somebody may come through a little bit angry, a little bit peed off. They've got a bone to pick with you or pick with somebody here about somebody else's decision to have something split in a particular type of way, and somebody's unhappy about it. But I'm hearing somebody say, well, that's not my fault. They're the ones that made the decision. They are the ones that spoke to the lawyer or spoke to the solicitor or got this sense of advice to do this, that, and the third. I didn't I'm hearing coerce this person to give me more of this or you less of this. I wasn't involved in anything to do with that decision-making process. And then somebody's not necessarily believing the other person. And they're feeling a sense of rage and frustration because they may have felt like they were in desperate need of this maybe lump sum of money or something coming through to pay off something, to pay off, to get them out of trouble, to do with something. And why am I feeling like somebody potentially could be going to jail here? Like, I'm getting something to do with community service, jail, imprisonment here. Somebody could be a long time behind bars because they did something that was very reckless, that they didn't think about before conducting certain actions here. And they've been caught red-handed with something. And now they're stressing because now they wish that they could take their actions back, or they could go back to the past and they didn't do what they did. But I'm hearing it's happened, or it's something that may end up happening soon. Wow, guys. Okay. Goodness me. I tell you what, guys, I have never had so many channeled messages come through and in that kind of way before. It's actually been quite overwhelming. And obviously, you know, all the messages may resonate, some of the messages may resonate, or none of the messages may resonate. But what I'm getting is definitely out there for somebody. I'm also, wow, I just got told something to do with a divorce. So, did somebody step out on someone? Yeah, I'm getting something to do with infidelity here. So there could have been somebody's going through a divorce because of some sort of infidelity. Or somebody's thinking about going through a divorce with someone. Because whoever they're dealing with, they don't like how they behave towards them, or like around their friends or something like this. Or they're not necessarily supportive. I'm getting like a controlling behaviour. Something, I'm hearing you can't see behind closed doors. So there's something going on to do with a connection for someone whereby not everything is what it seems. And somebody's put in a lot of work to keep a connection or to have something happening, but somebody's not as fulfilled to do with this. It's creating this sense of harm. So somebody may want out of a connection, out of a marriage here, or to go through a breakup or separate with someone that they maybe already like tied in with, maybe legally, or financially, or to do with children. Okay. Anyway, guys, obviously this is meant to be a general reading, but it came across as really quite specific. So I have no clue what I'm going to title this. So obviously, like I said, just please take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. But we have Cancer, Pisces, Leo, Libra, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Pretty much all the signs that we've seen in the reading. 888, 666, 111, 1111, 333, 888, 11. I keep getting 1111. 333, 919, 222. maybe very significant. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the reading. I hope there have been some messages, a few messages, not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. I'd be very fascinated to know, guys, on your end, right? Whether this is something that hit home or not, right? But if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you guys. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Please hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates or content on the channel. And please feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node placements in the other zodiac sign readings so you can receive more messages for the current energy check-in for your timeless next 7-day reads. But again, happy birthday, Scorpio. Sending love and light your way. Many blessings. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.